May 11. I love that you found me here. Grab a coffee and let's get smarter together. I feel like something I said yesterday in passing deserves its own space here today. The role hunger plays in finding the perfect setting of explore-exploit balance. So, what do we know? We know that nature heavily favors exploration over exploitation because random searches promise the highest payoff. We know the extremely high risk of failing of random searches for the individual is offset by incentivizing the individual to cooperate with others in large groups. Mirroring plays a huge role in that, as mirroring gives a certain set of data priority when it comes to the generation of a current model of a self as an actor in pursuit of specific goals. Part of the data used also to generate present humans in the current model of the world. Where our mind is concerned, we overlap like two circles of a Venn diagram, whose our goals, our interests and solutions to problems, etc., will always include we others. The same is true for we others, so that the group in the end is a web of overlapping selves. And that's what cooperation is, a mix of selfish and collectivist motivations spread out over a network of hundreds, thousands or more, who, under natural conditions, in this way secure that they all together work toward the highest payoff at every moment by sharing, and thus enabling every member of a group to explore. But the perfect setting of explore-exploit balance is not constant exploration. It's just a heavy tilt toward it. So, the question is, how do members of a collective know when it's the right time to stop exploring and start exploiting existing knowledge? When is the right time to follow the pheromone trail? When mirroring is interrupted. Because when our self shrinks, the problem with others becomes small, the overlap with others becomes smaller and smaller, what means our goals, like those of a cancerous cell that has decoupled from its organ, become selfish. Played out to the extreme, we accept the other's death or even cause it if only it means it to further our goals. All because for our mind, the others aren't us anymore. And without them, we can't take the risk of exploring. It's too high for an individual. In that case, we will exploit what we already know until we are back in a shape that allows us to mirror, trust, be generous, and explore. Hunger, research has shown, limits our ability to mirror, to trust, to be generous, to read another person's facial expressions. And it makes sense. Hunger in a member of a collective can only be a momentarily thing, as she simply forgot to eat while enough food is available. But it might also be a warning sign that the payoff isn't coming in anymore because, for example, the group became too small to offset the risk of exploration. Or there are problems in the sharing regime. As the diminishing of the overlap is a fluid process and mirroring isn't either switched on or off, the warning can be used for adjustments while a temporary more of exploitation of existing knowledge helps to weather the squeeze. Thus, hunger helps balanced exploring societies to become more robust than just pure exploring societies would be. A sense of power interrupts mirroring as well. Here again it is a warning sign that this time about the group member who becomes a danger to the system that leads to the highest payoff for all, sharing to enable exploring. It tells the other members to set this member straight or remove them from the group. The fact remains, though, that the highest payoff for all is to be made by enabling all to explore, and whose exploitation should be an exception. That's why people in an environment that forces them to exploit more than to explore, like most of our environments today are, suffer from a dopamine deficiency and the connected mental health and health problems. It's nature's way of telling us to get back to exploring. So, explore. As anonymous, think. Make a habit out of thinking. Let's turn thinking into a movement. Like, comment, share, and follow, lest you miss a single opportunity to improve yourself and society. When you do, I'll see you next time at the Coffee Pot.